Whenever I game, I stream. Okay, so what are we gonna do next? Let me see here. Oh, this is remove at the end of its turn. Every time you use a bright ideas, it gets removed by the end of the turn. I have plenty of ideas on my characters, so I guess let me see here. We should get more tiles though. Oh, we actually. No, that space is occupied. Because I was gonna say no, it's not. We can actually do this one. That way we elevate. Oh, we don't have anything to elevate, but at least we can move one. We should be able to get. That's only two. What I really want is this one. But that way we can get 3 insights for one for each category. Do I even have coffee? Yeah, I have 2 coffee. Well, I can grab this tile. Now, if the tile is gone, because it looks like that row is almost gone. Let me see here. Okay. They didn't say anything about replacing if those tiles are missing that you would use the level 2. Okay, and it looks like I've made a mistake when it comes to replacing the tile. If we're replacing a tile that's on the right hand side, we're actually sliding the middle towards the end when replacing. So yeah, it's so easy to misremember that or not remember it at all. It's so easy because the setup for it is just basically, flip it, put it on the right hand side, and then flip it, put it in the middle. You would think that replacing would be as simple as just replacing, but they wanted to add that twist to add more unpredictability. So if the vacant space is in the center, fill it with the topmost. If vacant space in the right column, slide the center tile of the same row onto the rightmost. That's insane. I mean, like, how could you even remember that after reading it once? Just no way. Especially with this how complex this game is. But anyway, now we know. So made that's the second mistake that we've made with the game. I think other than that, we've been doing pretty good. The first mistake was giving it too many coffee points because I thought that when id places ideas on the meeting board that he was supposed to translate that into gaining coffee, but he actually doesn't. He's just taking up space. So and then the other part now, the second mistake is the tile arrangement, but you know. It happens. Okay. Ooh. All right. Now, whose turn is it? I was talking too much. Oh, I'm trying to decide what to do. Okay. My turn. I think we're going to go ahead and spend 2 coffee and get this thing. I think that's what I want. That way we generate 2 minor. What we really need is this though. This up here. Oh, I can do that with if I grab this. So all I need to do is just suppress 1. Oh, but I don't have. The problem is, but you can overcompensate. That's right. You can overcompensate. I can use one of these to pay for the minor freedom, and then suppress 1, and then I would get. Oh, but I don't even get that effect. That's right. I only get the other effect, which is on the right side here. Jeez. But the level 2 tiles, do they give you better bonuses? Probably, right? If I'm gonna spend 2 coffee already, why don't I just grab this and we'll go with that. We'll generate 2 minor freedom. Fine, we'll work it out. So let me go ahead and place 1 because I only want to trigger it once. I spend 2 coffee, and I'm gonna grab this one. Okay, so let me resolve this effect. Spend 1 minor freedom inside, and then suppress 1. Let me make sure that I can do the overcompensating thing, that I'm not misunderstanding that whole concept. When using inside, remove it from its current dial area and place it in the central reserve. You may overcompensate by using an inside from a higher level ring that is requested. For example, you may use a major inside instead of a median or minor passion inside. Yep. Okay. That's pretty clear to me. So I'm going to pay 1 major freedom inside here, and then I'm going to suppress this one. So by doing that, I get 1 major inside of my choice. I'm going to choose this one, major passion inside, so I can take care of. Oh, but now I can overcompensate using that. Okay, that's fine. And then no, hold on. See, I'm making a mistake already. Go up. Put this back up here. And this goes back down here. We can't, because it only triggers the right one. So totally forgot. I got carried away. So we actually only gained 2 minor freedom insight. And I guess the reason why I want to choose that is so that I can see if the bonus that we get for the notebook tile here is better by selecting the tier 2 notebook tiles. and oh, it's the same thing. So okay. So whatever that's showing here, that's going to be the flip side. So, um, which can be helpful, I guess. So maybe we'll place this here. Okay. And now I get to move the ink pot once. And it wants me to use coffee. Oh, you know what? I should have, let's put it here instead. Okay. So we'll put it here. Okay, so ink pot moves one. That means that I get to trigger these. So I'm going to get one minor growth insight. I can use coffee to get more, but I don't have any coffee. I can now use one minor growth and then suppress one to get what I wanted. So it worked out anyway. Cool. All right, all good. Now we're back to id. Now id doesn't have any more ideas and no more bright ideas. So what he's gonna do instead, oh, but we still have to draw a card because per the manual, it says draw a card first and then determine whether or not he has ideas, which I think is kind of funny. But yeah, we're gonna do it though, because if not, then they would have said in the manual, in the rule book, determine if the id has ideas. If the id has enough ideas, minimum of 2, draw the meeting table card. You know, something like that. But like I said, this manual is, it gives you, you know, I mean, you doubt so many things about what you've read in the manual, so, which is unfortunate, but you just have to do your best to make it work. Okay, so looks like he's after this bottom row, but like I said, he can't have it anyway, but he doesn't have any ideas. So what's going to happen is we're going to count how many spaces that he has claim 1, 2, 3. So he has 3 spaces collected. Claim. He gets all his ideas back, and he gets a coffee for each. So 1, 2, 3, and that means 1 heart-shaped box. Okay. Oops. Okay. Return ideas to spy and then claims a recall bonus. Okay, the id prefers to claim a district bonus if it has unlocked player color insight and meet conditions. He does have 2 player color insights. Where is he at? So he's over here. Does he have enough to claim a district bonus? And this is the district bonus over here. So it's a combination of these 2 icons. He has 2. Oh no, he has 2, 3, 4. He actually has 4. So he can get the bonus. Okay. See, he's doing better now. Let me see here. So between the IDS professor and Freud. So he doesn't have, oh, he has 2 over there too. Okay, so definitely this is what he wants. This district is where he wants to be because he has 4. He can claim this district bonus. So how do we do this? Because this is the first time that I've ever done this. The id takes an unlocked play color insight from its idea supply and places it on a number above the selected slot. Then it places the topmost token from the district onto the slot and triggers the slot's effect. Okay, let me do this again. And then how do you claim the bonus? See, they don't repeat that in this solo manual, so I have to go back to the main rule book here and just make sure that I'm doing this right. Because this is the first time that I've ever done this in this game, claim a district bonus. So let's see. How come? How come? Okay, district bonus part is probably under recall. Okay. Count the number of location tags in your play area matching the chosen district's color. Tags from both locations in the district. You must have a number equal or greater than the number shown above a vacant district bonus slot. If so, place the player color insight from the dial onto the number above your chosen slot. Then place the topmost token from this district onto the slot and trigger the slot's effect. If no district tokens are left or you do not meet the requirements, you may not claim a bonus. With 5 red tags, in play they claim a red district bonus, placing play card insert over the 5 by covering. Okay. Equal or greater. Okay. So in this case, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So he's going to claim this one here. So he's going to use 1, and this is permanent. Once he places it down, it's permanently placed here. So, but what he gets from that bonus, from the district bonus, is 2 ink pot movement and then 1 heart-shaped box. Okay, and then how many? 2 ink pot movements. 1 to 3 spaces. So for the player, actually, you get to choose between those spaces. I think for the id, he always uses the whole entire movement. This I remember, but if I want to confirm that, it's going to take forever. Okay, it's right here, actually. The id always moves, so they highlighted that, thankfully. The id always moves its ink pot the maximum number of spaces possible. If the effect shows 1, 2 forward, it always moves forward. So in this case 2, so he moves the ink pots 2 spaces, 1, 2. He gets coffee, and we're gonna resolve these and then uncover that. Okay. So which one is that? He's gonna draw another research and then play it. Yeah, it's getting brutal here. So he's going to uncover another research, and then he's going to switch it immediately, determined by the compass. So he's going to switch it with the one on the left. And then he plays it immediately, right? And then he also plays it with whatever research card that he has in his hand. So he plays it immediately. He gets a major passion insight there, but that's gonna translate into getting coffee. Okay. Oh, we're not done yet. And then we're going to reveal this one. So next time this is gonna trigger as well. Oh, look at this. He was able to complete those. So now he gets another one. So he has two columns actually completely uncovered. That also means that he gets to claim this one. He gets to claim this tile. Because he completed two columns. Now, do I get that as a reward? Let me see. No, the reward is down here, right? Let me check here. Whenever you claim a CD tile, what do you get? Do you also get... No, that's the only thing you get. This is just telling you what you're gonna get there when you flip it. Yeah, because that is not any, that's just a location tag. So he gets a reputation. So we're like about 4 rounds away from the game being over. So because now he gets to move Freud once, and then he moves once, and then because he passes that icon, so now Freud is with me in this space. Okay, at the theater. Okay, very cool. But he gets this one now, and it's going to be in play here with the id. See, I mean, even with like this huge space, I am just like, everything barely fits. So I have to move this a little bit more here. Let's see. Okay. Okay, next, we're not done yet. Oh, no, we're done because we just flipped that. Okay, so we're done. We're done with that phase, and then now he gets to treat his clients because he has 2 hard box shape. He's going to start with the guy on the right. Oh, it looks like he's able to complete that one too. So using 1 therapy point, he's able to cure this guy. So this guy is cured, so I'm going to place him here. And then with the next therapy point, he's going to move this 1 more dial. So 1 more therapy point, and this lady is actually going to be cured. So now we're going to flip that because we selected that character first. All right, so we're going to replace his, because he has a vacancy here, so he's going to get, with the id, second office always going to use the case study patient. So let me just go ahead and take care of that. So he's going to select the lady on the left. And that is 7 therapy points needed to fix her up. So she gets, now he gets 2 points, 2 victory points. 1, 2. And then we're going to set up the, let me just refill this real quick. Man, look at this picture. Girl, you're going to choke yourself. Let's get the latent dream. Ooh, staircase. Mysterious Staircase. That's awesome. And then the way he selects the manifest dream is the one with the most therapy points. And you have 2 here. And I think you use an arrow for that, right? Do you use an arrow for that, or do you use rightmost? So, since it's never consistent, the answer for that. So let me just make sure. Breaking ties with the compass arrow. Okay, so he's going to select the one on the right. This one. So the next one is going to be on the left. Okay. Very cool. Oh, and he also, remember, when he also gets 10 more points because he cured that guy. Immediately gets 10 more points for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're at the same spot. Oh no. See, he started really slow. This bot started really slow, but he's catching up. It's crazy. And he has one case study patient too, which actually boosts his score at the end of the game. I don't even have a case study patient right now. So yeah, this is I don't think I'm gonna win this one, probably. But we're gonna do our best. Okay, so now back to my character. What are we gonna do this turn? Let me see. I can treat. But it's not gonna do much. All it is just gonna get us 1 point, 1 victory point. We can't even remove the grief layer. So maybe the best... Oh, and then I forgot to replace that. So since it's in the middle, you just grab the one at the top and then place it down. I don't have any coffee. I have only 2 purple tokens, 2 theater tokens, and 2 library tokens. Maybe I should grab a journal, is what I'm thinking. Grab a journal twice and see what happens. Which is this one. Because that way we can do a treatise. We can complete a treatise. I just need a purple. That's all I need. Is I need a purple journal. Okay, let me think. And what is the estimated playtime they say for this game? Look at the back of the box. Oh, that's the front. Where's the back of the box? Oh, I think it says on the front too, right? Estimated playtime? No, it's not in the front. Oh, 60 to 120 minutes, my ass. But this is the first time I played the game, so I think I've played a total of like 5 hours so far for this first game. But I mean, this is like a learning session too. So once you're familiar with everything, I'm sure that you can. I don't know if you can finish the game in like 2 hours. I think that is wildly exaggerated. I think every time you play this game, I think minimum probably is 4 hours after you've learned it. Because there's a lot going on, and then you're at the mercy of the game. The only time when the timer moves is when you when you gain a reputation. That's the only time that, and it doesn't happen very often apparently. But anyway, yeah, I think I'm gonna grab a journal. I'm gonna grab a journal twice. I'm trying to think. Okay, for the latent dream, I need one fire, one median, and then these two. Now, once you unlock the latent, if you've completed the manifest dream, you can't treat the patient again, right? It's like you can't you can't resolve both the latent and the manifest dream at the same time, correct? Using insights shown in the fully exposed dream to trigger the card's effect, this will usually produce a number of therapy points with some other benefits or victory points. If there are multiple effects, you may resolve them in any order you choose. If the client has two dreams, you may only use the topmost one. You may not use a latent dream if a manifest dream is layered on it. Move the therapy marker. Okay, but that's okay. When taking a treat client turn, you may not treat the same client twice. You may treat one or both clients in your office room once each. So using the therapy point. Okay, so yeah, so you can't like use the therapy point from the latent dream and then go immediately into the manifest dream. So it takes 2 sessions actually to do that. But you can, and this I didn't know, but looks like you can work on both patients at the same time. So that's cool at least, and I didn't know that. I'm glad I revisited this because then that's going to help us out for sure. As long as we have the resources, but we don't. So maybe what I should do is this, because then I can take care of this patient and this patient at the same time, because all I need is for one of these to move over. Do I need one or two ideas for that? Will be the next question. I just need 1, 2, 1, 2. So I just need one idea. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to be moving around my insights. So I'm going to move this one, this minor growth insight turn it into a minor passion insight, and then everything else, it doesn't matter. And so escalate that. I mean, bump that up. What do they call that? Elevate, and then elevate. We're just gonna overcompensate. It doesn't matter. Elevate, overcompensate. Now it sounds like Juice. Okay. So what we're gonna do? Oh well, we can't. Remember, I can't treat the patient after I've gone to the meeting table. So I have to do that next turn. So on the next turn, I'll be ready. So I can treat both of these. I can psychoanalyze both of their latent manifest dreams. Okay, so that's going to be ready for us. So since I've selected that one, I get to move 3 ink pot spots. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, since we're over here, what is that? Oh, that triggers the effect of the. Oh, and then I forgot that every time you. No, that's only triggering the effect. Okay. So cool. So actually, that triggers my reputation. So that means I get 3 victory points. Okay, nice. I'm moving away from him. 1, 2, 3. 3 victory points and 1 coffee. And then I also get. Let's see here. And that's Freud based instead of our own location. Correct. Let me see. That's based on Freud's location, I believe. Reputation. Whenever you trigger a reputation track, follow these steps. Score the victory points and gain coffee, if any, shown in the zone above your reputation marker. Choose and perform a single action from those shown in the zone below Freud's reputation marker or any of the zone to the left. So I can either play gain a what is that? What is this icon plus? Gain a notebook tile from the leftmost column. Okay, that's pretty good. I can choose which one, or whichever one, huh? Okay. Or I can play 2 journals, or I can play a journal or get a bright idea. So I think I'm going to grab the tile. Which is better? I'm not sure. One is if we... That could be helpful, I guess. If you suppress 1 insight, you can elevate 2. I think that's pretty helpful. I'm going to grab that. And then I can select the leftmost, whichever I want to place it on, right? Whenever I gain a tile, let me just make sure. I think I'm going to place it here. This requires 0 client treated, but that way I can gain my second player color insight. So let me just look at this real quick. Gaining tiles. Into the leftmost vacant space of any row on the player board. So I can choose whichever one I want. If the chosen vacant space shows that, and then I have that requirement, which I have fulfill. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and place this here. That way I have completed this row and I get this over here. Alright, nice. Okay, and my turn is over. Now back to the id. He has plenty of ideas now. So let's see what he's gonna do. Looks like he wants that row with the 2 ink pot movements right here, and he's gonna get it. And then he moves 2 ink spots. Ink pot spots. 1, 2. When he lands here, remember he gets to repeat the number of movement that caused you to stop there. So in this case, 2. 1, 2. Okay, now he gets to he gets 1 coffee, and we're gonna resolve that one again. I should have it memorized by now, really, because we have resolved this effect like so many times now. Okay, removes the rightmost notebook tile. Trigger is the tile's banner effect. So we're going to grab that one. And the banner effect for this is space bonus, I think is the right terminology. Tags location effects. Trigger the tag's location effects using the count tags option. Once for the tag shown plus any matching. So he doesn't have purple though, so he gets to just, so that means that he can only trigger, oh yeah, he has a what do you call that, a wild tag. He actually has a wild tag, so it's actually 2 activation. So he's going to be over here, and he's able to get 2 activation. So that means he gets 2 coffee, 1, and then 2. Okay, remember the way that we replenish this is weird. We push this one to the right. If it's the right hand side needs to be filled, we push this one to the right, and then this one is going to be placed in the middle. Okay. Next, Jesus, I was sitting on the rule book. Okay. Has my butt imprint now. Okay. Which one is this? Okay, the id discards the rightmost notebook tile from the bottom row of the meeting table display. Triggers the tile's banner effect. So it's the same thing, but now he gains 2 coffee and discards the tile from the game. Then it refills the display. Okay. So now he's going to get this one. And the banner effect is 2 insights, so he gets 2 more coffee. Plus 2 coffees. So 1, 2. God damn. And discards a tile and then refill the display. Okay, so discard that. And again, this is this weird refill here. We push this one over here, and then it gets displayed here. Okay. And then now he gets to reveal this third one. So now he has completed this row, and he gets a 3rd player color insight. The only one that he needs to fulfill is this one. There's only one left that he needs to reveal, and then he will get a reputation for doing that. Okay. Is that it? Oh, now he gets to treat his patient. So he's going to start with Madam Crazy over here. So we're going to start on the left. So 1 treatment point. So this patient is now cured. So he actually has 3 patients cured, and I only have 2. So, dang. Okay, so she is now going to be here with the rest of these motherfuckers. And he gains 8 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow. And he is now going to take care of the other one. He's going to move here. Now he gets 1 victory point. And now he gets a new client. He's going to choose the one on the right. Which is this lady. Zublang is what it says on the signature. All right. And let's replace her latent and manifest dream. So here's her latent dream. Oh, that's dreaming of flying umbrellas. And then I'm going to pick one with, okay, there's only one. So this is her manifest dream. Okay. All right. And that's it. Back to our player, or our character. Now I can treat the patient. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay? Because I have enough resources, I'm going to treat the patient. We can treat each patient once, so we don't have to just treat one, but we just can't do double layers. So there's some matching. The cool thing here is they both have matching. I made sure that they both have matching icons for the patient and the manifest dream. So each time, looks like I'm going to be able to get resources by resolving the effects here. So first off, I'm going to take care of this one with the big hamster. So we're going to pay 1 major passion insight with 1, and we're going to overcompensate here, and 1 minor freedom insight, and that will provide us with 2 therapy points plus 3 victory points. So 2 therapy points is going to pass this victory point of 1. So 1, 2. So I do get 1 victory point for doing that. And then I also get the 3 victory points for resolving that manifest dream. So 1, 2, 3. And then on top of that, I get the bonuses. So 1 is I get a heart-shaped box for matching the 2 eyes icon. And then I also get a major insight um, thanks to this the effect from this patient. So so the question is, where do I want it? I think I want it in passion. So I'm gonna place it right here. Okay, so this one is done. Now I can no, not enough actually to push him to remove his grief layer. So because I only have one heart-shaped box. Okay, now we're also going to be able to do the same here. Oh, now we're going to get an additional grief layer actually. I mean additional box. So because I think you can use that, and then I can use that maybe to remove the grief layer here. Let me just check here real quick when it comes to that. So at the end of every turn, you may use your heart-shaped boxes to produce therapy points. So that happens at the end of the turn anyway. So okay, cool. So I'm going to go ahead and resolve this one. I use one major growth insight and one minor passion insight, and that gives me 2 therapy points, 1, 2, and it also gives me 3 victory points, 1, 2, 3, passing by 1 point, and because of the matching icon, I also get one more heart-shaped box and one more major insight. So I'm going to select, looks like we already have 2 here, 1 here, so it's just a matter of which one. Doesn't matter at this point. So maybe we'll just put it under passion. Okay. So this is also resolved. Okay, so now the question is, so I'm at the end of my turn. The question is, where do I want... I can do it on both. Because they're both actually... Oh no. I can only choose one. So which effect do I want better? So with this one, if I remove this layer, I will get... What is that? Whenever I recall... Let me see. I know there's a reference here for that. When recalling your ideas, you may claim a recall bonus from any location. Okay, that's cool, but it's not terribly amazing. Because I don't have a lot of location tags. I guess it doesn't really, yeah, it's not that amazing. With this one, oh, that's a, this one is a case study patient. Where each level 2 notebook tile in your player board scored 3 victory points, but I only have 1 of those. So I'll select this. I'll remove the grief layer of this lady. So I'm going to use one heart-shaped box to remove this grief layer. By removing this grief layer, I get 4 victory points and 1 major growth insight. 4 victory points, eh? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, nice. Look at how close it is, though. All right. And that's it. Okay. Now it is its turn. Okay, this is the final turn. Then I have to stop the stream so I can go take care of Suki, eat dinner, and all that. I might play this again tonight, but I've been playing this all freaking day, so it's probably a good idea to stay away. My voice is almost like gone because I've been talking throughout the whole time playing this. So So it might be a good idea maybe to lay off the unconscious mind for at least a day. Maybe I'll do it again tomorrow during treatment. So, because it really helps actually play a board game during treatment. Time goes by so fast. Um, all right. So he has ideas, so that means that he can place it on the board. So let's see where he is going to. Yeah, I don't know why I even do that, because you always draw anyway. So we'll just draw before we even look. So he's trying to get one with the 3 ink pot movements, and he wants this one, but it's occupied, so it's gonna go downwards in direction, so he's gonna be able to claim this one. So he's gonna have 2 here, but that means that his movement is 4 ink pot spots. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that's dangerous actually, because now he gets to well, not necessarily. So he has 2 here that he can choose from. So he would normally choose the ones with the most active panels. So we have 2. So let me see which one he would choose. Is this one that's determined by the arrow? Let me see. Or he's gonna choose the rightmost. I think this one is the rightmost. If there are multiple unlocked columns, it triggers the column with the most notebooks. If it's a tie, the id selects the rightmost. Okay, so he's actually going to resolve this one. Okay. So let's see. First off, he's going to do this whole thing where he grabs the notebook tile, resolve the effect of the banner. In this case, looks like he gets to do a bonus tag location for the art school there. So this one, he doesn't have any purple, does he? No, he doesn't. He has one. He has one wilder, so that means he gets to trigger it twice. So that means he gets 2 coffee. So 1, 2. And then he gets coffee for triggering, he gets 2 coffee for triggering this. So 1, and then 2. And then we put this away, discard that, and then we're going to push this down and replace the middle panel. Okay. Now, that's done. Second one there, let's see what it says. I think that is his attempt to publish a treatise. If the id has an unlocked player color insight in its supply, it attempts to publish a treatise by performing the first valid option. The id publishes the treatise only The id publishes a treatise using only its in-play research cards, preferring to use cards with as few location tags as possible. Okay, so this one. But, I mean, if he has a lot. The id publishes a treatise using its in-play research cards and cites your volumes only as needed. Oh, but I don't have any treatise, so you can't cite no volume. So, performing the first valid option. So it will be the first one is a valid option. If there are multiple valid options, the id selects treatise that scores the most victory points. If there are further ties among treatises or volumes, it uses the compass arrow to select the rightmost or leftmost option. So is he even able to, he's not able to complete a treatise though, because he doesn't have enough. He has 2 red volumes, but he needs another color. The treatise are like right here at the top. It's just that I'm not able to fit everything here. I might be able to push them in actually. So there are three different complexities when it comes to the treaties. The one that requires two journal published journals or active journals, and one second tier is 3 journals. Third tier is 4 journals. So as you can see, there's none of these actually require only the red journals. You have to have another color. So in this case, like a red and a green, or 2 reds and a purple, 2 reds, a green and a purple. So he only has red journals in play, so he can't get it. I think if he fails to publish a journal, he actually gets something out of it still. So let me see here. Yeah, he does. Let me read what that. I think the explanation is in here somewhere. If the id fails to publish a treatise, it draws and plays a research card. So it's going to go ahead and draw one. Oh, look at that. He gets the first purple journal in the game. So, and then he's going to select the one on, but he doesn't get it though, because every time he draws a journal, the way he draws journals, he will always exchange it. So he doesn't even get that. That's for me. Where is his journal AI instruction here? Let me see. I mean research card, whatever, journal, research card, whatever. Where the fuck is it? Oh no, he just grabs a journal. So he keeps this one. So that whole grab and then immediate swap thing is only when this triggers. So he just grabs this journal and then it's going to be face down, because the way it works for him though looks like it's only when he only gets to play the journal when he activates this. And then what happens is he grabs another journal, do the switcheroo, and then he plays all of them at the same time. Okay, but the only way he can do a treatise is actually to, well, for us too, we have to activate that for us to do a treatise. So, and for him, he has to land here for him to be able to attempt again. But because he fails to do a treatise, he draws a journal where he actually, oh no, it says he draws the journal and then he plays the journal. So he plays it immediately. Okay, so he gets one minor freedom, so that means he gets one more coffee. Okay. We're not done yet. Okay, there's one more. Sheesh. Okay, the id moves its professor on the city map. If the professor is not in Freud's location, move it there. So if the id's in Freud's location, moves the professor 1 to 2 space. So he's actually going to move to Freud's location. The 3 of us are all here. The party's all here. So after moving its professor, the id triggers the location effects, resulting in the id gaining 1 coffee per triggered effect. But he only has 1 wild. Oh no, now he has 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. which is actually the same count as the person anyway. So if he wants to count the person or the tag, so both at 3. So he gets 3 coffee. So 1, 2, 3. All right. So now he gets to treat his patients. He's going to start with the person on the right. So 1, and then I forgot to move this to 4. Okay, and then so 1, and then and then he's able to fulfill to remove the grief layer for this one, because this one didn't have a lot before the grief layer is removed. So 2, and he's able to remove this grief layer. This will replace that. What happens if we run out of this? I guess I have to find the... Yeah, what happens if you run out of these panels? Because he's already moving so fast. Okay, hold on. All right, let's resolve this real quick. So he gets 3 victory points plus 1 insight. So 1, 2, 3. He gets 1 more coffee. And this is removed. And now he also has these green tags. And that is his turn. Okay, and we're gonna end here, but let me see if I can get clarification in regards to these replacement tags, because he's like he is like curing patients left and right. I've only cured 2 patients. He has already cured 3. There's got to be a section that talks about this, right? Recall ideas, draft new patients. Okay, the id has 2 sets of hardship boxes as determined by the compass. Whenever a client of the ids reaches catharsis, discard grief layer, place the topmost overlay tile from the corresponding column onto the client card. If it is a routine client, okay, replacing the client usual effects with the tile's location tags. If it's a case study, replacing the client usual scoring effect with the tile's new ones. But do they even... And then they never address what happens if you run out of those. I guess if you run out of those, then maybe the rest, it doesn't matter. I guess it just becomes, we just read it and then just translate it into him getting coffee though, right? Yeah, I mean, I don't understand why they don't address it here. Maybe in the setup. What are these called? Overlay tiles. What happens if you run out of overlay tiles? Not addressed in the freaking rule book. Okay, let me see. Let's see if we can figure this out. What happens when you run out of overlay tiles? Unconscious mind board. You ignore the effects on cards or spaces with grant an overlay tile and continue the game as usual. The game is designed so that running out of these tiles is a rare edge case, as the game typically ends due to other triggers before the supply is exhausted. Not when this freaking id is like kicking my ass. There are 25 overlays in the box? Wait. I do not think so. You're talking about something else. Oh yeah, the OP is referring to the solo tiles that go on top of clients. Oh, I see. Because I think I may have forgotten to grab the gold tiles. Because, yeah, because it is a rarity. Because once you have. So before we end here. Oh, we have to end here. So what I'm going to do next time when I come back. We are going to check to see. Because he probably was able to already. He probably was able to claim some of these already. Because I totally forgot about the gold tiles. Because there's so many different things happening in the game. So I guess you should always check the gold tile before you end the turn. Let me see here. Location goals. If you meet condition indicated in the bottom of the unclaimed location goal, you must immediately claim it. When you do, take the tile from the display, gain a reputation point, and then place the tile face down in your play area. Keep the tile for the rest of the game. Okay. Unlock all 3 ideas from the player boards. Oh, I see. Okay, so... So I don't even know who did it first. Well, it's actually it because I still have one left here. I still have one left, so I'm going to give that to id. Okay. Published 2 treatises, so we haven't done that. Have 2 player color insights on the city map. We don't have that. Cure 3 routine clients. Not yet on that. 2 on mine, 2 on he's about ready to cure this one. Cure 2 case study clients. He has already completed 1. Okay, so the only thing that he's gonna claim, and then cure 5 clients, he's on his way there. So the only one that he's able to claim, let's just take care of it now, is the unlock 3 ideas all 3 ideas from your player board. So he was able to do that. So he's able to claim this one. So I'm going to go ahead and give this to him. This would have affected different things throughout the game, but like I said, this is my first attempt to play this. I'm learning as I go. Mistakes gonna happen, but we're just gonna continue. So he's gonna grab this one. So he actually has this one too. Okay, so I'm gonna place it here. So, and whenever one gets unlocked, so we're just gonna go ahead and move. Whenever there's a reputation gain, let's go ahead and take care of that now. We're going to move Freud and the player. So Freud actually now is in 7. So we're actually like three reputations away from the game ending. So and because he moved past that icon, so Freud moves 1 space, and then he moves 1 space, and he moves past that icon, so Freud moves another space. Okay, so we fixed that pretty quick. But like I said, the only thing there is he would have probably gotten more shit because he actually has 2 more purple tags. So he probably would have maybe be able to claim that. So maybe that's why we're running low on this. So it could happen, but the probability is low, is what it's saying. So, and when that happens, we're just going to ignore it. There's not much we can do. Yeah. So we're going to continue. We're pretty close to the end. I think once you... how does the game end? I think Freud needs to get to... need to pass that. So once Freud actually goes into that space, the 10th space, you have 1 last round. Let me see here. Page 11. Okay, endgame signal. When Freud's reputation marker reaches the space with the watch icon, it signals the end of the game. Then do as follows. The player who advances Freud's marker immediately scores 3 victory points. Flip the starting player token to show the watch icon. Complete the current round. Play 1 additional round with the following exception. Do not draw new clients if you have any vacant office rooms at the end of your turn, and then proceed to the final scoring. So, yeah, so we're almost there. How did more stuff gets added to the table? It's the same stuff. It's just they just get moved around. If you, I think you were here last night when I was playing this. Yeah, it's the same stuff. It just gets moved around the table. But I am done for now, so I'll be back a little later to try and finish the game because we're almost there. Thanks for being here. It's way more than yesterday. No, they just get moved around. As you can see, like you have a deck here, you have a deck here, you have client decks here. So once that gets moved around, once you started claiming these things, that get spread on the table. So, but everything that you saw last night was already here. Just get moved around. All right. Until later. Bye.